episode number 110 of the Hit Pause podcast. Welcome back, listeners. Did the old switcheroo there? Did you see that, David? Switched
nice
them around.
technique.
Yeah, so gotta keep them guessing. This is, well, technically this is season 11 finale of the podcast. We'll be moving to season 12 next episode, right?
Yeah, fun fact, number 12 is my favorite number.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. 12. Okay.
Valuable information for everybody out there.
Good to know. You are here with your hosts. My name is Ayman.
Yep, and I'm David. You already know.
Yeah. Well, what we got for you this week? This week, I have a very nice little recommendation of a very new channel who basically does like mini documentary style. We just covered like quite a few channels like that before, but I'm just impressed with this guy. He's like coming out of nowhere and is just really good at it.
Nice.
And who's your pick of the week, David?
I'm torn. I'm gonna probably go with LoveLiveServe.
Okay, sounds interesting.
Just a group of three guys. Yeah.
Okay.
And they do a lot of, well, I'm loving their stuff recently because of their second channel where they do a lot of React stuff, but in general they're known for doing parodies.
Okay, so those are our two channel recommendations for the week. We will be getting to them shortly, but first, as always, we have our video picks of the week, just a few individual videos, and we got to say, how much YouTube have you watched this week, David? How many hours have you spent wasting away watching YouTube this past week?
I've just hit 11 hours, so, it's not actually a waste. Very healthy, actually.
Okay, yeah, I call that a healthy amount. That's fair enough. Mine is standard. Mine is 13 hours 50, which I think is like almost exactly the same as what I had last episode. I swear it was something like that.
And you
like
thought
13,
you had
50.
more.
I thought I had more. It felt like a lot more because I had a few days off sick from work and everything. But to be honest, it was really I couldn't. Looking at screens was just like painful. So I didn't watch that much. But I had listened to some videos, so I did think it would be a bit higher. But 1350 is very respectable, as is 11, to be fair. But I've got a few good recommendations of things to call out. But first, can we talk about the new YouTube app quality, video quality settings? Oh
yeah.
My God. I've already seen a lot of stuff on Reddit and things bitching about this and Twitter and stuff. But basically, YouTube updated the app so that previously you could just go press the three-dot menu when you're watching a video, go to quality, and then select 1080p, 4K, 720p, whatever you wanted, right? And that's what it would try and play, even if your internet was kind of bad. They've changed this menu, so now it just says, okay, you got auto, fine, that's as it was. Then higher picture quality, or data saver, or advanced. So, okay, higher picture quality, does that mean, if that means, just max out, get me the most that this video offers, i.e. if this video is 1080p, give me that. If it's 4K, give me that. If that's what it does, fine. But no, it does not do that. It just select, if you do that, it's still auto. It's so dumb. All three, I'm just realizing this now, all three options are auto. They're all dumb. They're all auto. It's like, okay.
And it's not even a hard-coded setting. This is per video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, is it?
Well, it fluctuates.
Yes. No, you're right. But there is actually also a new setting in the menu where you can say, for all videos, set higher picture quality or whatever. But again, it's still just auto depending on like your connection or whatever YouTube thinks it should do. Basically, I'm telling you, okay, this is what I think. They're just trying to save some bandwidth, basically. They're trying to get you to select auto and then basically, typically speaking, give you less give you less quality.
Yeah,
like
just going against their mission and objectives of being able to be easily accessible.
Yeah. So they actually, during lockdown, they actually did this thing where they would not let you. No, sorry. They would automatically choose a lesser quality. So even if you got a good connection, rather than choosing the max, say 1080p, they would choose 720p, okay? The reason was to basically save bandwidth because they were getting such high volume, so many people watching stuff that it was just, killing their servers or whatever. And they, just basically saves them money and effort. And now this menu is essentially the same thing. It's more annoying now to just select whichever quality that you want. It's so dumb. It's so bad.
Never add more steps. UI 101.
Exactly. Unless your aim isn't to give the user the best quality or whatever quality they want. The aim is to save yourself a bunch of money from bandwidth or whatever, which clearly is what their aim is. So now you have to go into, even I'm watching on Wi-Fi, great connection. We got 200 meg over here. It's fine. On the higher pitch quality setting, it's giving me 720p. And I know this video goes up to 4K. Right now, my phone is only 1440p.
Don't lie to me. I know what I'm
exactly.
missing.
This is Modern Vintage Gamer. He only does 4K. And I can see in the video here max 1440p. It's not giving me max 4K because my phone's not set to 4K right now. It's set to 1440p. But that's what I want. When I say give me more quality, I don't want I want the best quality. I want it maximized. And my God, this is so annoying. I really hope they change it because from what I can tell, everybody hates it.
Actually, speaking of, if you use YouTube Premium, when you download, can you choose a maximum of 4K or is it 1080p? I can't remember. Because I'm actually very used to doing that idea because, how I always love to watch videos and know what the next one is in line. So I just automatically download the next video I'm going to watch. So I'm constantly downloading. So I don't actually go through this problem of checking my quality because, just constantly downloading and using that quality.
Well, okay. So you can there's still the max for downloading, I think is 1080p.
Damn.
But actually, they have upped that because originally when the feature first came out, the max was 720. But
that was awful.
Yeah. But now, you can set your download quality to 1080p.
Yeah, 1080 is the highest.
Yeah. So okay, fine, fair enough.
Yeah, that's what you get when you pay for premium. Like, come on, how you can't ask for that much when you're paying, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, come on. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just so infuriating and frustrating.
How long do you give it for them to
take it away,
get back to normal? Yeah, or tidy it up.
I don't know. Currently the way it works is bad. I'm not saying this couldn't work, but right now it doesn't. I know I can watch this video in full 1440 or even 4K just fine with no buffering. That's what I want to do, and I don't want to have to go through two different menus to do it.
To do what should be a default.
Yeah, what higher pitch quality is just stop choosing things for me. Basically, higher pitch quality, we'll choose it based on you. No,
you do enough with your recommendations. Right?
Yeah. Man. Okay, so that's that little rant over. But yeah, so bad. Well, okay. So we get to our video recommendations for the week. What have you got for us first, David?
Well, this one is more of a close to home one. So there's a TV channel, once upon a time. We're talking 2008, I think, to 2011, called G4 TV, and they had
rings a bell.
Yeah, it was an American show. They had many channels. Wow, sub TV programs called like X Play Attack of the Show. It was very like
Attack of the Show. Yeah. I also rings a bell.
Yeah, it was like just celebrity pop culture stuff, kind of in a news format with a bit of comedy skits here and there, almost like a SNL for like pop culture and like games and like that kind of category. That got taken away from TV like, I don't know, 2014, maybe 2015 maximum. It was no longer on their network, and now this channel has been dead since then. But a guy called Adam Sessler, who's
also
fun fact, because he's like, he was like a guy. He's a legacy in terms of video game journalism, right? And he's come onto YouTube to help other channels grow, and then he would like leave, and then like the people they hire, there was a channel called Rev3 Games. They were very small, they had like 20k subs. He comes along, he revamps how they do like their daily game news and like how they do reviews, and then he did it for like a year or two, and then they continued without him. So he's come and brought this G4 YouTube channel back to life. And he's doing the same thing. He's doing it on his own.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's basically a consultant for YouTube. This is the job that you and I have said for years that we should have.
Yeah. And what's funny is it just shows experience works, because he's clearly like, because he's, I'm not going to lie, he is kind of older now. So you think, oh, okay, well, he's like, he might not know how to do the thumbnails right, or know what's kicking with being able to get the views and the clicks, but he is like gathering that knowledge over the years, because he's turning this channel around, and he's getting like Kasim G. He's got Gus Johnson is a very regular as well.
Oh no way.
For this channel, and they just do like loads of. It's just the script and how his new ideas of just talking about a game like Returnal that came on PS5. How he's just done a video on it, and I just think a channel that no one was paying attention to. He's just coming like, it's a dead channel. I'm gonna try and make it come to life. Here's my ideas, and then we're just gonna like push content out there. And I just don't know why he's doing it. There's no big reason that I can see, but I just love the idea that he's like, let's start something from scratch again.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll definitely, the G4 TV is more like generic, a bit more for everyone. The X-Play is more like specific to games. So I'll definitely link the G4 TV channel. But I just like how he's just come and like become a superhero for the channel. Like, you need some help? I got you.
Yeah. Damn, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's just like YouTube consultant. Just, here, get me on. We're going to make your channel good and get you views. Done.
Yeah, easy peasy.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, well, first on my list from this week, I've got a bit of a good collection. I'm wondering what to go with first. Okay, first was, it's not really a recommendation. It was just kind of funny. But some episodes ago, we talked about Helpful Vancouver Vet.
Oh yeah.
Who's just this like super wholesome Canadian vet. He did the squish. He was the originator of the "Squish That Cat" meme or "Squish That Cat" viral video, and he's just a kind of a wholesome, very wholesome kind of guy. But it so happens that he enjoys video games as well, and he did a live stream the other day of Subnautica, because there's a new game coming out. But he did a live stream. It was kind of a test run, to give him some credit, but it was just like the cutest, funniest little thing. It was just he was so bad at setting up the stream and everything, and he's just he's just kind of like
on stream.
Yeah, so he's like streaming the game. He's like, perfect, it's working, look. And he's like trying to get it all to work. He's like, great, yes, got it working. And like half the game's off the screen. You can't even see it. He's like in a window. You can see all his taskbar. He's like accidentally opening up wrong windows and stuff. It was just like so such a mess. But
oh man, I wish he accidentally opened like I don't know, like a Wikipedia or like how to do something to a cat. Like, oh, sorry, just working on some research over there.
He's just adorable. It was just kind of funny, but yeah, I'm linking it just because we link everything we talk about in the description. But it's not so much a recommendation, more of just a this happened kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, what else have you got for us on the list, David?
Actually, before I was gonna give the next one, I was gonna ask, did you hear about the Boogie thing, the Boogie incident?
Boogie 2988.
Yeah.
No. I've seen some chatter. I've seen some memes like about him, but nothing that indicates something happened.
Yeah. So basically, newsflash, he's been arrested.
He has. So, by the way, for the record, guys, Boogie 2988 is a gaming YouTuber who has been around for a long time. He had this alter ego, Francis, who is just like this really pissed off, nerdy guy.
Yeah.
He was really fat before, but he got some surgery done and all that, and he's less fat now. But he's been around a long time, and he's always had kind of issues. He's talked about it a lot. He's always had like mental health issues and things, and has talked about that stuff a lot. But anyway, sorry, just to update the listeners.
No, of course. And actually, it's a good point because he's had that history of, I guess, being called fat. Like, that was his internet hate comment day to day, and that's tough for anyone to deal with. But he's in this specific case, he's had a troll who I think is a YouTuber himself, slightly smaller, but he trolls other YouTubers as well. But he's had this long going beef, and I can't really recall the name. I just heard this I read this in a news article and followed it up, and he basically went to his house and was like threatening him that
Boogie went to this guy's house.
No, this troll went to Boogie's house.
Oh.
And he was like saying in public, come out, you fat little blah, blah, blah. And just like calling him out while streaming it, like because he thought it was funny. I don't know. But that's just his thing. But the issue was when Boogie came out, he came out with a gun and he was like, and this is all recorded. So I think even Philip DeFranco covered it as well, and he showed the footage because it's public. I think it's even on Boogie's channel because he had like cameras outside his front door. But yeah, it comes out with a gun. It's like, dude, on multiple occasions I've told you, don't come to my house, don't say all this stuff, I'm asking you politely to leave. The guy is like, I don't care if you have a gun, blah blah blah, I'm staying here. And he just like keeps going, keeps throwing insults. Boogie keeping calm, just saying, look, this is my second time I'm telling you, blah, blah, blah. And then this keeps going on. Then I think he fires a warning shot into the air. And then that stops. At least the video stops. I don't know where it ended. But what got him arrested, obviously, was not showing harm or danger to the troll, because we all know who's at wrong here. But because of it being shot in the air, the community is at danger, and hearing a shot can put people at an alarm and all of that.
Wow, man. I mean, geez. I mean, obviously shouldn't have shot in the air, but warning a guy who's been harassing you off your property with a gun, if you have one, I guess is perfectly legitimate. I would imagine.
Obviously, since it's not like LA, like every state has their own, gun control. But I think he paid bail to get out. But he was arrested initially.
I'm just skimming an article, but Frank Hassel was the other YouTuber.
Sounds like Frank Castle.
I don't know him myself.
Me neither.
Just first I've heard about this, but wow. So he's out of prison now, presumably, and damn, that is pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, the issue should be more on this guy. Like, let's get him to not do that again, or to anybody else. Yeah. I mean, that's true. I agree. Okay, shit. Good bit of news there. Good bit of drama. That's like drama. Like one YouTuber basically threatening another with a gun is not an everyday bit of drama on YouTube.
Here we are talking about like YouTube boxing matches, being like, oh, this is when YouTubers really, really go after each other. Nah, it can get higher than that.
Basically.
It goes diss tracks, YouTube boxing, and then now like YouTube stalking.
Yeah, stalking and guns involved. Damn. Okay. Well, next. I mean, we've done that bit of news. You want to go next with your?
I'm pretty sure you've seen this one too. Okay, but more donkey, more problems.
Okay. Yes, that was a good. That was a good video. So, we've mentioned donkey so many times on this podcast,
and I think we did do an episode. But looking back, I'll be honest, I don't think we did him justice because he's such a perfectionist. Like
he is, yeah.
Yeah, he's a video game, I guess, reviewer as well as comedy skit guy, YouTuber, and his content mainly focuses on just showing good times whilst he's playing a game. But in this case, which is quite rare, he decides to give us a rap.
He basically did his own rap, lyrics and everything, like how he's the best and everything. It was good, he's done songs before. He did some really good, like he did this one that he got animated as well.
What's it called?
Cat in the Hat one.
Yeah, the green eggs and
ham, I think. That was so good. And this rap one, was just, I don't know, it was just good. I love Donkey. Like his comedy style is it's so like messy and that kind of thing. But it's also obvious he puts a lot of work and time into his videos. Which is cool.
No, good video, hilarious as well.
I recommend as well. All right, next on my list is just a really random video, but was very interesting, by Jonathan Katz Moses, who basically does kind of DIY type stuff. He builds things. He's got a woodworking shop and basically builds things, shows the process and all of that. But he did a video entitled "How Safe Is a Saw Stop Saw?" So he said, so basically you get these table saws, right, for cutting wood. So it's a table with a saw in the middle poking out of it directly upwards, and you push the wood along it. If you've seen any videos like that, like it's a very common tool. People use it a lot. And he said apparently in the US, 60,000 people a year get injuries from saw stops. Because, just because they're particularly dangerous pieces of kit, and it's the most in a woodworking shop or a some kind of shop like that. It's the most dangerous tool that is in there, basically. And what a saw stop does is it uses a really clever combination of physical brakes and electromagnetic current to stop a saw as soon as it comes into contact with your finger. Okay. And he basically rented out a whatever they're called, the Phantom, the high speed camera. I can't remember what they're called. I think it's a Phantom. But super high speed camera, and showed slow motion footage of this thing working using, obviously not his finger, but using a sausage, hot dog sausage, to represent a finger. And it was just so interesting and amazing how good this thing is at protecting someone's hand. Basically, he shows the sausage. Like, this saw is spinning, thousands of RPM, able to cut through like almost anything, go straight through your hand with ease. And he pushes this sausage towards it. As soon as it touches it, like this whole aluminium like brake thing just clacks into place, and the saw stops just instantly. And the force that it stops with is crazy. But he shows the sausage. It's like a scratch. It's not even, it's barely even broken the skin if it was your finger. You know, he even goes at more speed and throws things at it, and it's still like barely even cuts anything. It's really impressive, and it was so interesting how it works. I mean, it's just it's not really a channel I would watch in general. I don't know why. Again, thank the algorithm for it, but you know, it was such an interesting video. Really recommend.
Nice.
Really recommend.
Man, I don't know how I got into this one.
Okay,
but it was a recommendation.
I like the sound of that.
It was a recommendation too, but it's the channel's called Matrix Explained, and
a whole channel just for that.
Dude, there's 291 videos.
Are they're still making videos on the Matrix?
One was a day ago, another one was 10 hours ago. But I don't understand how it's still going. There's always something new that this guy wants to talk about. But I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty entertaining. More so the comment section. Yeah. Like, if you've watched The Matrix and you've got your own opinions about how everything lines up and what's the meaning for each scene, if you really want to go into that detail, especially like the common ones, like the boy with the spoon, if you just pick one of those videos from this channel, you will be enlightened no matter what, even if you don't agree with it. Yeah. And man, I'm not gonna. Yeah,
like I know there's a lot of philosophy behind the Matrix, but wow, like, dude, fucking move on to some, I don't know. Move on to something else, or wow, I mean, geez.
Find a hobby.
Yeah, his hobby is watching The Matrix.
Yeah, dude. You've done some challenges yourself, like watching a movie so many times. I don't even want to ask how many times he's watched any of the 3 movies.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, whole channel just dedicated to that.
Yeah,
that is
92K subs. Like, and the best part is, like, you know, on a video you just have random comments, like talk about absolutely nothing, but like if you just open like the majority of them, like everyone's comment is like 2 paragraphs. Like everyone is telling their narrative. Like some people are quoting. It's hilarious, like word for word quotes and pages from the script, like page number, as if they're all looking at the same Bible. It's crazy, but entertaining. So I'll put like one where he's gone in depth. I think the one about when Neo meets the boy with the spoon, I think has a lot of opinions, and I think I mean, if you like The Matrix, why not give it a try?
I'm just intrigued.
Only a 3-minute video.
I'm just intrigued how a whole channel is all about this. Fine, that's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna quick fire a couple here because we do need to move to the channels of the week. Firstly, Seth Everman. We've talked about him before.
That was one of mine as well.
We've done a whole episode on him before, but he so rarely posts. I'm just checking, like, when was the last time he posted? So he posted a video 1 month ago. Then before that, it was 7 months ago. It's kind of vaguely one a month, but he did have a break of like 6 months. But I played the Pokemon theme song, but put way too much effort into the video. That's, I'm assuming, the one you're talking about as well, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just him just playing and, you know, adding stuff to the Pokemon theme song. Fine. But he says put way too much effort into the video. He's talking about the amount of Pokemon cards he bought. He bought like several hundred Pikachu cards and just pasted them all over his wall. It was just like ridiculous, but it was a great video. It was just a great video. He's just so he really gets the memes, you know. He's just he knows how to do it. He's good at it.
I mean, the best part for me actually was just the change in weather from the 2 days that he shot the video outside.
Really, yeah. He's great. Seth Everman is just absolutely great. Really like the guy. Okay, then I've been watching a lot of this channel, Scott the Was. It's another gaming channel, so I don't want to go into it too much because we talk about a lot of gaming channels here. But yeah, Scott the Was, he's quite big, over 1 mil subs. I think, 1.3 mil. And he just does kind of in-depth, typically quite lengthy video game videos with lots of little like skits and humor and stuff in between. He writes his scripts really good. He's really funny, entertaining guy, and just goes to like effort with some of the skits and things, And in this one, I'm going to link Value Pack Games. At the start, he's like hammering his door shut with wood and nails and stuff, and it's just he's silly, but in a good way, kind of thing. And then lastly, before we move to, maybe you got some more as well, but my last video to recommend is by a channel called Disrupt. And he's, again, a big channel too, and is pretty much a documentary type channel, mil subs, and just did this one about Earth's deadliest computer virus. So there was this virus called I Love You virus, just called I Love You, and it took over like several million computers in, I think, the early 2000s, maybe, like 2000.
Okay.
I think year 2000, and it just took over like loads of computers, and it doesn't mess about. Like, it really fucks up your computer. Like, it breaks it, it breaks it. It was just really interesting, well done kind of video. I can't really pick out exactly what his channel is because he does do a lot of this kind of documentary style stuff, but his channel has not always been that. He's also done, like, his most viewed video is I spent a week in a VR headset, which, by the way, I think I've seen a long time ago. But yeah, it's not all one thing, but it's it's pretty cool, pretty interesting.
Yeah, nice.
So that's my last video recommendation. I promise. That's it.
Yeah. I just got like one more. So Jeff Wittek, he's Jeff just Wittek. Had a.
Why do I know him?
He's, I guess, used to be part of Vlog Squad, I guess.
Oh, of course, yeah. What, he's not anymore?
Well, I mean, I don't think this thing even exists anymore.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But he left kind of earlier, like maybe some months before any of this David Dobrik stuff happened. But
nice. That's tactical. Got out early.
Yeah, exactly. It saves you from all the scars. But funny enough, this series he's done is all about how he got those scars. So it's a don't try this at home series. It's got 5 episodes. Every time he posts it, like the subsequent one, I think, just ends up being trending. But it's basically how he got his eye damaged from a David Dobrik stunt that happened during 2020. Okay. So even though David Dobrik wasn't actually posting on YouTube, there's a reason why. It's because they tried to do something. They went to a lake and they got a crane, and David Dobrik was controlling the crane and was like swinging members of the Vlog Squad around.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
For whatever purpose, I have no clue. But
it does sound fun.
In Jeff's case, he did it a bit too far, and as Jeff came down, his head smashed against the actual, I don't know what you call the grabbing part of the crane, but yeah, it was really bad. And
wow, that is really bad.
His left or right eye it's gone through like probably 8 surgery sessions. Like, he can't see through it, but they're trying to recover it. He can see a bit, but it's not back to normal. And it's a whole series about how, and like, credit to him, because he portrays himself openly saying, I want to be the dick. I want to be like the guy who's hard on the outside, but I'm going to do this. Goes against my character and what I sell, but I'm going to do this to kind of show what forgiveness looks like. Because what has happened to him, it's hard to forgive a friend. Like, in any situation, if somebody actually can ruin, like, lose a finger, you don't forget that. Even if your friend has said sorry.
Jeez.
It is actually kind of inspiring, despite the fact that it's obviously very, like, this is on YouTube. Like, this stuff would be behind closed doors in a normal situation. But it's a really good series, and it shows a lot of behind the scenes, and it also just shows like how you can deal with loads of other stuff that you're going through, because he does bring other people involved as well. But the best part why I bring it up is at the end, like the whole tone for this docu-series, if you want to call it that, has been very mellow, been very like emotion driven. But then at the very end, he just does like a 2-minute segment where he's part of a band and they're all just singing a song. I just want to live a life where I don't have to face cranes. It's just a perfect music video, which is so like comedic and against the whole tone of the previous 4 episodes. It was really good. Really good.
That sounds cool. Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, even if it's the last episode, definitely would recommend.
Okay, should we move to our channels of the week? Do you want to go first? Shall I go first? Up to you.
Yeah, I can go first. Okay, so the channel is called the channel's called
Wow Me, David. David. Wow me. Wow me, David. It's the finale episode. Wow.
Okay, you don't give me that much, because that hype is a bit tough here.
Guys, get hyped. David is about to drop some insanely good channel on us.
The best channel. My God, of all
get
seasons
hyped.
Combined.
Get ready for this. Okay, go ahead.
The channel's called LoveLiveServe. Okay. LoveLiveServe. They got 7 mil views, and it kind of started off.
Wait. 7 mil subs or views?
Oh wow, subs.
Very
Look
different.
at me. What an amateur. Yeah. So 7 mil subs.
The pressure's getting to you, David. That's what it is. The pressure.
Oh, man. They've been around for like 10 years. It's 2 guys, a guy called Rhino and a guy called Noah. And like Rhino's probably obviously not his real name, but that's what they go by. And they basically just gone around doing your average stuff that trends, like those type videos of I don't know, if every shoe store would be like this kind of content, or like types of mask wearers, just that question that your average person would ask. They just make a video about it because it's easy to get views out of. But what they're more common for they're like in studio parodies. So like if Drake was making Hotline Bling, like those songs that go viral, they do like what it was like in the studio session of making that song, and like, oh yeah, how this is gonna work, let's do this stupid thing. It's really entertaining. But I've always watched their stuff here and there, like in previous years, but recently, I don't know, I've got this reaction like itch. Like I'm really like, it's gone, especially in this season. Like some of the channels I've put as like the channel of the week for me, like Curtis, Connor, Tiny Meat Gang a while ago. Like I'm really into React stuff, and they've got a second channel, LoveLiveServe Vlogs, and they sometimes do it on the main channel, but they react to like other YouTube videos, and I honestly think
like finding really ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I equally love it. Like they have a third guy called Rob. He wasn't there at the beginning, but he's now joined, and there's 3 of them. I think that's what my thing is. Sometimes I watch just one YouTuber like Cody Ko react to something, and then like 2 people, Cody Ko and Noel. I'm like, let's get better. Now I want 3 people, and the 3 of them reacting to stuff. Like I don't ever think, I don't have enough time to watch it. Like I'll just watch it. And to be honest, that's why I'm going to put this channel up there. Not that they're breaking new grounds in content, but it's just comfort watching. And I really like it. I'll put some good ones in the description, but yeah.
It's not that I don't like it. I don't remember the last time I watched a React video. It probably was Cody Ko back when we covered him, which was a long time ago now.
A long time ago, yeah. I think I've just fallen like, dude, if I tell you, I also watched a Mr. Beast React video.
Really?
I did it. Yeah.
Wow.
I won't watch it again. It wasn't that great, but yeah, I don't know. It's like how you're into documentaries at the moment, or have been. I think that's just what I'm in right now. next season will change, I promise.
Yeah, well, that is going to be go back to vlogs then, I guess.
Yeah.
Back when everybody's allowed outside as normal again, go back to vlogs, because right now it's a bit dry on that front.
Yeah. No, I love people indoors. Yeah.
I do get though that like chill vibe, because those types of videos are very chill to watch, and it needs to be 2 people minimum, I think. I mean, you do get funny one like Noel Miller reacting on his own is really fucking entertaining. But he's just especially funny even on his own. You know, he does stand up and stuff and all that. But the ones where it's like 2 or 3 people that really just bounce off each other well, they are entertaining, and it is cozy watching. You know, it's very it is very chilled, and you can just like consume that stuff. You can just watch and watch and watch, and it's like easy. So fair enough. I get it. Okay, well, mine for the week is Chill Fuel. 55.6k subs.
Okay.
4 videos.
Oh, okay.
This is what I'm saying. He's basically come out of nowhere and is just absolutely nailing the documentary format. Like the quality level, the editing, his voiceover, the scripts, just everything is just so on point. It's on par with other people with much bigger channels who have been doing it for years, and this is a side note, but I kind of feel like as a new YouTuber, you have such an advantage in a way, because you can just learn from everybody else's mistakes and see what everybody else is doing well now after years of working at it, and just like, boom, I'm just gonna, use some of that as like a ground for my basis for whatever it is I'm trying to do with my new channel. But yeah, it's got 4 videos, and the particular one that got me in, I've watched a couple of them now. They're only 10 minutes roughly long, 10 to 14 minutes. So in general, a bit shorter than a lot of the documentary channels, but I'm sure he'll do some long ones at some point. But the one I watched was about another YouTube channel, actually. But about this very strange YouTube channel called Unfavorable Semicircle, which there's little theories and everything, but one of the theories, it's some kind of art project type thing, but it's just at their height, they're not really doing it anymore. They're not doing it anymore, but at their height, they were posting hundreds of videos, every week. And none of them made any sense, and people have been like disentangling the meanings behind it, and you put all the thumbnails together from a video and it shows an image, or there's just flashing pictures on the screen, you put all those together and it shows like another movie. It's all kind of weird stuff like that. He's just talking about the history of it, what the theories are, and just what it's all about, really. It's really interesting, but it's kind of nice that he doesn't, at least so far, he's not doing really heavy kind of stuff. I would kind of put him on a similar thing to Wham. I think I might have mentioned before, but Wham is another short documentary style video, but he does, is it Wham? Wang, I can't. Oh man, what was it? What was his channel called? Wang. It was Wang. It is Wang. But yeah, basically, these types of channels do really interesting stuff, but it tends to not be too heavy. Because you get people like you get a lot of other documentary style ones where they're doing murders and this terrible thing that happened and all that, and then you get these ones which are a bit more light. So it just depends kind of what you're into. It's nice to have a bit of a mix, but I do like that it's a bit of a lighter topics, not quite so heavy or depressing or anything like that. But yeah, he's just making quality videos, and respect on getting 50k subs with just in his first 4 months posting. He's just doing 1 video a month so far. but yeah, it's just doing really, really well. So full respect. It's a good channel, deserves a shout out. So creator, that is a certified hip pause creator on the rise.
Stamp of approval.
Stamp of approval. Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, I think that about wraps us up for this week of the Hip Pause podcast. We will be back next week, despite being in a whole new season. We're not taking a break this season. We will see you next week, next Tuesday. You can get us
that's
on.
A promise.
That is a promise. You can get us on iTunes podcasts. You can get us on your favorite podcasting app, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which we're still working on, fairly new, but please do follow us there. And hopefully, back in a few weeks when we're allowed, we can we'll start doing video podcasts again and actually be in person, and we'll see. I'm hoping. Anyway, you know how it is. Anyway, thank you all for listening. We will see you next week.
All right, see ya.